Whispers, an ASMR style show that combines comedy and the news to make it a little less horrible. I'm Aves, and it is April 22nd. Let's get into it. The Trump administration has asked the IRS to revoke Harvard's tax-exempt status. Not on my watch, said prestige Harvard alum Elle Woods. My advice to the Trump administration, wash out that perm now. In sweeter news, America's favorite child labor scheme, the Girl Scouts, is discontinuing 2 flavors, s'mores and toast yays. Bad news for marshmallow lovers, but great news for that girl from your office who's always nostalgic about shit you've never heard of. Guys, they're getting rid of toast yays. You don't know about toast yays? I loved toast yays. There was a global Spotify outage this week. Allegedly, a vigilante just needed 30 minutes to reset their data and get the 300 hours of the Wiggles off of their Wrapped. And I'd do it again. It was announced this week that the second Fyre Fest will be delayed. But don't worry, the upcoming Netflix documentary, Too Fire, Too Fest, is right on schedule. Fyre Fest isn't the only thing leaving humans in animalistic conditions. The new Minecraft movie is making headlines for crowds trashing theaters. Top scientists are calling the phenomenon the Jack Black effect, and the CDC warns this could be the biggest fanfare outbreak since Bieber fever swept the nation in 2010. Another historic disruption happened this week when a private company sent a group of women to space. This was a historic step for women, being the first time in history that the wealthy women of the world could come together and hang out without starting a Housewives franchise. On board was the fiancé of Jeff Bezos. Reportedly, upon touchdown, she was rushed to the office of Sean Baker to sign away her life rights to be used in Anora 2. Another woman on board was Amanda Nguyen, a civil rights activist and a bioastronautics researcher who... Y'all just want me to talk about Katy Perry, don't you? Okay. Katy Perry went to space this week, becoming the first woman to get road rash from a space trip. Katy Perry went to space this week. This is the pop star's second trip to space, but the first without a Kanye West-controlled sex pod. Katy Perry went to space this week and sang What a Wonderful World, but she took it the octave down, so picture, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world, which was reportedly kind of a vibe killer. Despite how silly this space trip might seem, it was the first time since 1963 an all-woman team has gone to space. Although in 1963, that all-women team was a single woman, so I'm not quite sure why that counts. But this proves that 2025 can be an amazing year for women's rights, so long as they are the same rights that we had in 1960. More on the state of women in America. Joann's Fabrics is closing its doors. A real tragedy for those of us who enjoy keeping a drawer of tiny, messy chores that were so totally going to do that haunts us for at least a year before we eventually pawn it off on someone at the office white elephant. Nintendo has announced the Switch 2, including a new Mario Kart, which will be getting rid of the customized kart feature, saving all of us 3 minutes of pretending we know what the stats mean, while our whiny friend goes, "Just pick already, come on." Lady Gaga is headlining Coachella this year, coming on the heels of her new album, Mayhem. Wait, Lady Gaga is back. Nintendo's releasing a console, and a major retailer is going under. That's 3 of the 4 horsemen of the recession apocalypse, but it's okay because... Oh. Are you sure? I'll tell them. I've just received word that layered tanks and low-rise jeans are back in. That is the final horseman of the recession apocalypse.